I can just imagine the kind of things that will be said about this video, but it's true. Donald Trump goes back to royalty, but not just any royalty, a lot of royalty. Donald Trump is related to the most Icelanders and Danish and Norwegian royalty. That's not all the... I mean, he's in some way related to almost every Icelander. But there's more. Yeah, so President Donald Trump is the direct descendant of Haakon V, King of Norway, according to Iceland genealogist. Mr. Trump is also related to Queen Margrethe II of Denmark, Iceland President Gunni Johannesson of Iceland, and in fact, almost all Icelanders. So, yeah, so the two presidents, I think it's the current president in Norway right now, the two presidents are in fact related back through 25 generations and share a common ancestor in no other than King Haakon V of Norway, a Viking Age king who reigned from 1299 to 1319. Mr. President Trump is a descendant of Haakon's only legitimate daughter, Duchess, I can't even pronounce the name, so I'm not going to try, who by marriage became a Swedish princess and was the mother of King Magnus of Norway and Sweden. President Johannesson is the descendant of King Haakon's illegitimate daughter, Agnes. All Icelanders, a tiny bit related to Trump. Okay. According to Helgason, most Icelanders are in fact related to Mr. Trump through the same lineage, albeit a tiny fraction. The President of Iceland and the President of the United States are related. Yeah, this was 2017, I think this came out. Are related through 25 generations. This was on Facebook. I guess you can go on there and look and see how you're related to him. So this is, yeah. Wow. Mr. Trump, President Trump's royal ancestry, Denmark and Scotland. Mr. Trump is a descendant of King Christian I of Denmark, Norway, and Sweden. Trump can also trace his ancestry to the Scottish royalty. Oh my God. So all of the royalty. Christian I of Denmark was the father of Queen Margaret of Scotland, the spouse of King James IV of Scotland. Their son, King James IV of Scotland, is also King James. Is also Mr. Trump's forefather. What if, I just thought of this, what if James, the brother of Jesus, I have no confirmation, this just dawned on me because of King James. If the church was passed on to James, who was the biological brother of Jesus, did his lineage go on to be a king? Maybe it's in his lineage? I don't know. I'm just saying that's what I thought of because I had done that video earlier. That's not in this, so let me make it clear. But I will show something that ties even more to that in a way. But I'll show you in a minute. So Trump's royal British ancestors have been reported on earlier, and Trump and his Democratic opponent Hillary Clinton are related through a common ancestor, John of Gaunt, son of King Edward III. And people may have remembered this, it came out in 2023. Donald Trump is the only living U.S. president whose ancestors didn't own slaves. The only president who didn't own ancestors who didn't own slaves. But let's go a little further. These people are all related to President Trump. Just and if you could see right here, it's right above me. Don't go all the way to the top, but it says Philip Christ III is an ancestor of a U.S. president. Philip Christ III was the paternal great-grandfather of U.S. President Donald J. Trump. Okay, so you know what? How many coincidences do you need? He's related to royalty in Scotland, in Iceland, in Norway. God, he doesn't act like it though, you know? He doesn't. I mean, as much as our media makes him out to be such a horrible man, no, he's not. Think about it. He could have thrown this around a lot. He didn't. He never even said anything about that. He's never, none of this. I mean, the man, his whole lineage, I mean, not just one line to royalty. It's royalty over many countries. See how far back it goes? Because that Philip Christ says son of Johann George Christ III and Sabina Christina Christ. All of those are his. So, you know what? I'm not going to say anything more because it's just, I mean, what a coincidence that you would have so much lineage all tied to royalty, even tied to King James himself, King James IV.